if you're in the market for a 3-row SUV, well, you definitely should take a look at this. This is the 2025 Hyundai Santa Fe Hybrid. My name is Jimmy, and well, yes, this is a Canadian model, which means it's like the trend package on top of the preferred trim. It's a little weird, but on this, you essentially get like the 20-inch wheels, the leatherette seating, the power driver's seat, the dual pane moonroof that we have. We definitely have some nice stuff, but we don't have all the nice things like the calligraphy model has. Because if you're in the US, you can spec the hybrid with, well, 3 different trims, which actually makes a whole lot more sense. Here, well, sadly, I only have 1 trim option. I want some of the toys that the calligraphy gives you. Sure, I can just, cry about not having the Napa seats and the cooled seats. While yes, that would be nice, not a necessity. But a 360 camera and that lane camera that they have on most Hyundai and Kia vehicles and Genesis vehicles with that 360 camera, it just makes life so much easier, like to drive. And I wish we can get that 360 camera here. But that's on a different rant. Why is this the one to pick? Well, first of all, a hybrid is, let's be honest, just a little bit better on your wallet, right? When it comes to a family SUV, you're going to be taking this on, well, trips to school a lot, trips to daycare maybe trips out of town just to get away from it all. And having a hybrid powertrain, not only does it give me 7 liters for 100 kilometers that I'm averaging right now, it also gives me like 900 kilometers of range per tank. So chances are you'll be letting your kids drain their tanks before this drains its own. So, I mean, that's always a good thing, right? Maybe not, the constant stop to go to the bathroom, but it's good. That is good on fuel. And being a family SUV, well, this, with the 7-seat configuration that it has, it makes more sense than the Sorento, for example. Because the Sorento Hybrid, you can't get that with a 7-seat configuration. You can't get a bench second row. As a dad myself, I love the bench because it just allows me to have more options. I can put my child seat in the middle so he can see everything that's in front of me, which he is absolutely loving. I don't have to put him on the side. And when I pick up friends, family, I don't have to send them to the 3rd row. I can just have them right beside the child's seat, which this can do. Once again, options. As a family SUV, I think bench, that's the way to go. But the hybrid here, well, it's a good vehicle through and through. I've driven the regular Santa Fe as well as the XRT. And I like the regular XRT just because the 18-inch wheels and tires, it just gives you a little bit more, well, suspension, really. So it's a little bit more comfortable. But this, with the 20s, you know what? I don't find it that bad. It's relatively quiet still. It's pretty soft, really. You're not going to be driving this hard. It's not a BMW. It's not a Mazda. You're not going to be aggressive with this vehicle. And when you're just driving it normally, not being an absolute lunatic, it's fine. But when you need to pass someone, that's where the hybrid powertrain kind of could be a little bit better. So flooring it, I mean, the pickup, it's not like it's bad, but you're just hoping for a little bit more. And when you're getting to highway speeds, you may have to floor it more often than you may like. But that's really the only kind of negative on this hybrid powertrain. That turbo powertrain is probably going to be better if you're going to be, well, traveling at higher speeds and having to overtake people and whatnot. That's probably the better choice. But this, the efficiency, it's just so good. It really is. Being it is a Santa Fe, I mean, there's no difference between the hybrid model and the regular one. 3rd row, headroom is good, but legroom is definitely a little bit more squished. The 2nd row is plenty comfortable. Headroom, legroom isn't a problem. And like the vents that's mounted here on the sides, it just, well, instead of blowing on whoever's in the middle's knees, this actually blows it a little bit towards myself. Although roof vents are better, but unfortunately, Hyundai didn't go with the roof vents for the Santa Fe. Something I wish it did, but you know what? This is definitely better than knees getting mighty cold or mighty warm. In the front here, I mean, all the things that you naturally expect. The digital dash shows you a bunch of stuff and it's configurable, so you can change it to however you really like. The main infotainment, that's also been good. CarPlay works well. Wireless, of course. You have your Qi wireless chargers right in the middle. And I like this raised part in the middle. It just grips your phone. And because every phone other than like the Pixel 9a has like a massive camera bump, it just means that you don't have to worry about the phone not sitting right and sliding all over the place. That's smart. The climate control is also really easy to use. I mean, all the buttons are there. Sure, the middle is a touchscreen kind of thing, but I don't find it that bad because, well, I really just adjust the temperature, and I can do that easily with the knobs here. And I can adjust, well, 3 different levels of automatic climate control. They just make this so family friendly, so user friendly. There's a bunch of storage. There's big cubbies in the middle, cubbies on the side, like my son's Yeti that I forgot, but it fits naturally in a pocket on the side. I don't have to worry about it. Some manufacturers can't get that right. Hyundai, they thought of that. I mean, at 50,000 Canadian dollars as spec with all the options that I have here, you know what? It's not a bad deal. Sorento's the same price, but like I said, the Sorento, because that only gives you a 6-seater option, it's not the best for a family. A bench just makes more sense. And then the Highlander, well, the Highlander is like almost $10,000 more than this. And sure, you might be, oh, the Toyota has better residual and it can hold its value better. Can it hold its value better by like $10,000 though? In 10 years or so, when you sell it, are you going to get 10 grand back? I don't think so. I don't think you're going to get $10,000 back. Sure, you might get a little bit more, but you're not going to get 10 grand back. You're going to get more out of this vehicle and more out of the Hyundai brand than you are out of the Toyota brand. And let's be honest, the Highlander's been out ever since like 2020. It's old. It needs an update. This is brand new. It's fresh. It's funky looking from the outside. Might not be everyone's cup of tea, but actually, I like it a lot. And I think that's really it. The hybrid Santa Fe, this is a very good choice. I wish Canadians get more options, like 360 camera, but I'm okay with what this has. The backup camera that this has is good enough. I just wish I can see what's in front of my hood. But in any case, let me know what your thoughts are on the Santa Fe in the comment section down below. Would you pick this? Would you pick, I don't know, Sorento, Highlander? Let me know. But I'll catch you next time. Take care.